is higher than it seems. Something like that. Yeah, we are. We're back. It's the Not Drivers Guys show coming at you live from Kansas City. Uh, it
and the
is
surrounding region.
Tuesday night.
City Center.
Would you rather not be known as from Kansas City?
No, I don't care one way or the other. What came
Oh,
to
okay.
mind when you said it was an article I read from a guy who a few years ago was a music pastor or youth pastor in Belton, and
Oh,
he wrote
okay.
an
Well, right
article
there.
that got like quite a bit of virality in the circles, but the entire time that he referenced his, where he ministers at, he talked about Kansas City, Kansas City, Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
And it was really obvious to me that he was really like wanted people to believe that he was at a big church in Kansas City. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
I you're in Belton. You're in like the armpit of Kansas City. The armpit of Kansas City's uh suburb.
I don't care
Don't
if people
keep
know
saying
I'm
you're
in Kansas.
wait, in Kansas? You're not in Kansas.
How do you know?
Because you're in your house and it's not in
Ooh,
Kansas.
fire's
I can
popping.
see it in the background.
Every time I tell someone I'm from
Uh-oh.
Kansas City,
Got
they're like,
embers on my.
"Oh, Kansas."
Oh, you're from Kansas. Yeah. Nope.
Have you seen Toto lately?
Hmm.
Man, this fire is snappy. Got some wet pine on there. I think that's what's doing it.
So
Burning my
I'm
deck.
gonna finish. I'm gonna finish my thought on the Ruger Blackhawk
Yeah.
45
Oh
long Colt
yeah. Okay.
that you acquired over
45
Christmas. Long Colt.
that I am soon to acquire, I think.
You will have acquired over Christmas, over New Year's. So I did a video on it, and uh, I fired 6 rounds. I think I cut the video down, trying to keep it in the shorts range. Um,
Yeah.
so I just fired the pistol with some 45 ACP, and I fired a few in the dark, fired a few just regular, just from a few different angles, and then I fired by fanning the trigger, pop, 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 because you can hold the trigger down uh, on that single action pistol, and just, I guess you'd call it fanning, but I was just,
Because even though it's a new model,
yeah,
new model Ruger Blackhawk, it still technically is a cowboy action
right,
style
style
pistol.
gun, yeah, mechanisms. So so my only comment on my 2,000 or 2,500 views, my two comments, my one comment came from a guy who said, "You're going to hurt yourself shooting that pistol that way." And I replied, "I'm not sure what you're referencing. I'm aware that it's a single action, even though I referred to it as a double action in the video. I just left it in." And he came back with, yeah, 2,100 views. He came back with that you will degrade the mechanism in that Ruger quickly and blah blah blah. And so basically I checked it out, and Ruger does have in their safety manual that that is not the proper way to fire the pistol, but I didn't find any case of anyone actually damaging their gun doing it by, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not a super long search, but like, I searched around on the interweb and didn't quickly come across anyone who had actually blown one up in their hand. And
Well, you wouldn't have done that.
it is brand new. I might have shot the first 12 rounds out of it. So my feeling is that the likelihood that doing that one time is not going to result in catastrophic failure.
No.
I mean, so
or
I wasn't
even
wasn't too worried about it.
the likelihood that it results even in like a shortened lifespan is negligible.
Yeah, no, I don't think
I
it
can
is anymore.
see I could see the argument that um like using the term degrading the mechanism, that's probably that was a I think that was a well thought out statement, because I think what he's saying is just that like hard action of the hammer could wear your pins in the pivot of the hammer, could wear like essentially that right there in the hammer action.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, that if you were doing that like a lot, you're gonna shorten the life. But dude,
I think you should do a
just
video on doing that same thing every day until the gun stops working.
That actually might be a good video series. Genuinely. Day
12 rounds.
127 of shooting my Ruger Blackhawk the wrong way.
Exactly. Still working.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
no. Day 127 of shooting my brother-in-law's Ruger
Yeah,
Blackhawk.
my
the wrong way.
borrowed.
shooting a borrowed. Perfect.
My brother-in-law's Christmas gift that I
Uh,
never gave him.
That's funny. Yeah. I
Do
think
that.
you got a good deal on it too. It came with two more packs of ammo, which I've already used up. And
Hmm.
and the pack that you got. Like you've got in there, you've got a lifetime supply of deer cartridges with those critical defense rounds. And then 2 more boxes of 45 ACP, which is just plain fun.
Yeah.
So anyhow, and didn't you say you drained your Venmo, which was money that you had sitting in there for like forever anyway and never accessed?
Yeah. Yes. Because I don't ever use Venmo, but I had a lady want to pay me on Venmo, and I was like,
How long
I
ago?
do have a Venmo account. A year ago.
Well, that's not that bad.
Nah.
I don't even have a Venmo account. I don't have a Venmo account. I don't use PayPal anymore because I found out that PayPal is one of the ways that scammers really can like make it impossible to retrieve your money if they scam you. I bought something from an online seller through PayPal, but since I don't have any money in my PayPal account, I had to use a card, like a bank card, to go through PayPal and then to the buyer. And the bank card then is like, nope, we gave it to PayPal. We're out. We don't have anything to do with it. And I was like, okay, well, never mind. I'm not goofing with that anymore.
I one time, this is I guess about 2 years ago, I was at a restaurant in Madeira Beach, Florida. And yep. And there was this girl in the restaurant. She's like 15 years old or something, 14, 15. And she was in there playing the bagpipes. And she was doing it for tips. And I was like, that's pretty fun.
Cool. Yeah.
And so I downloaded Venmo and sent her $5.
I have all of them: Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle.
What do you use the most?
Venmo.
Venmo?
By far the most Venmo.
Like, do you just transfer money between them, or you just have different accounts and you just
No,
Whatever
people
somebody
just,
wants to use, you use it.
yeah, people want to pay me in those forms.
Yeah. What's the advantage? Just that they don't have to use their credit card, or what's the
Yeah,
like?
they can pay you out of their bank account or with their credit card through one of those things. And it's immediate for like
What's the yeah?
standing there. It's like they scan my phone and they put in dollar amount, done.
For handyman type work, or
Yeah, for anything.
yeah, for anything. Yeah.
I've sold cars with it,
Yeah.
bought cars with it.
Huh.
Nice.
I'm behind the times apparently.
When Jeremy, Heath, and I go on our little trips, a lot of times one of us will pay. Like we'll go out to dinner, and instead of like dividing it up, one of us will pay, and then say you owe me $20 and you owe me $30, and then just do it right there.
Just balance it out with those
Yeah.
payment methods. Yeah.
Yeah, just as we go. Or someone will, pay for a hotel room and we'll split it 3 ways and Venmo whoever paid for it.
Dude, okay, I heard something today, and I want to say this because I learned it, and I think that learning it and then saying it actually helps me retain the information, having to do with money.
Okay.
Okay. So I know you guys are totally out on crypto. I get it. Yeah. You don't want to win. But there's these things called there's a thing called USDC, and basically it is a cryptocurrency that is a US dollar based cryptocurrency. Okay, have you heard of these things?
Oh, I'm in on that.
So you buy a digital currency. You buy a digital currency. I already read this, Asa. I got to think about it. It's basically I forget what they call it, but basically it's dollar-based
gold.
crypto.
Oh.
Well, gold, you gotta carry around pounds of stuff to have
You
gold.
can buy digital gold these days.
And an ounce of gold isn't like easily fungible. Okay, so just picture, instead of having a cryptocurrency that's like Bitcoin where it fluctuates a lot, it's a cryptocurrency that you can buy, sell, and trade, kind of like your payment methods, but it is pegged to the US dollar. Like the value of it is it's not for buying into it to make money. It's for just having a cryptocurrency in your wallet that you can spend digitally. Okay.
Sounds like Venmo. Or a debit card.
It is like a debit card, but it's in your crypto wallet. Yeah. And
So
what's going to
your dollars as crypto?
Yeah, you're keeping your dollars as crypto, really, is what you're doing. So basically, like if you're a crypto person and you do your business on crypto exchanges instead of on like you're saying Venmo, you used USDC instead of US dollars. Yeah. I mean,
is it based on the blockchain platform then?
It is it is blockchain based, but the companies that fund
so it's more secure potentially than a debit card.
Dan, I think you should buy a bunch of it.
No. Here's what I learned today that was interesting. Okay, or maybe yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, Dan, we think you should buy all of it.
Yeah, you do, because it's a dumb move. That's why you think that I should do it. Okay. So
we think crypto is like gonna be big.
Gonna be is past tense, guys. Gonna be is in the past. That's gone. That's totally gone. You already screwed me, guys. You guys, the one thing I learned from that is never give a shit what your friends think about stuff. That's the one thing I learned.
That's a
I know.
wise statement.
Okay.
That's a good
so
lesson.
here's the thing. So
that
so-
lesson is probably worth it.
Yeah.
So here's the issue with USDC, etc. The government actually would like to go to digital currency because the government could, if everybody was running around with crypto wallets, could fund, like they could, that would be a way that they could fund the idea of what are they calling it? Like the universal basic income, UBI, where basically everybody gets an
Oh, yeah.
injection of
Mhm.
cash every month. Okay. But I
Mhm.
found out today what the real reason why the government likes crypto equivalent dollars. Here it is. If you go to the company that sells USDC, that generates it, and you give them $100, okay, that company turns around and takes your actual dollars and buys government bonds. So if the interest rate is 5.2%, they start making 5.2% on the dollars that you gave them instantaneously.
Well, it's similar to a bank account.
So you have a bank account, exactly, with them instead of with the bank. They issue you imaginary crypto dollars, and you give them the right to take your dollars and take them back to the Federal Reserve and buy government debt. So you're like, okay, well, that's fine, I guess. I don't make any money on my money, but they do. But I can access my money at any time. And they have to kind of watch how much long-term government debt they buy so that they have enough cash to fund all of the transactions. The government likes it because effectively it's all the crypto people investing in government debt without even really thinking about it. So basically, if you think about, like, so that makes sense to you, right? Like you conceptually understand that, right? So the nice thing about conceptually understanding that is that we realize that when we talk about the national debt, we're supposed to be talking about actually not debt, but people's savings accounts yielding interest. Does this make sense? So like if you went and bought a CD, a certificate of deposit, you would get the interest rate that the government is paying for loaning them money right now.
Yeah.
Right? But you wouldn't be able to access it for 6 months or a year or 10 years, whatever the amount of time is.
Yep.
So all of the government debt, when we're like, the government is $50 quadrillion in debt, people have loaned them that money and are getting interest payments.
So, do you have any idea though, when you're, like rolling all this around in your head, what is the, I don't know, percentage or just kind of like ratio? What's the breakdown of actual US people that have government debt, that are holding government debt or backing government debt versus, say, China and other world powers, like other governments?
Okay, so I don't know what all the numbers exactly are,
Because
but
my guess would be that the American people carry a minuscule amount.
so
Am I wrong?
here's um I'd say yes, you're wrong. I don't
Okay.
know what the percentages are, but but if you think about it, the question has to be, if you're going to say like here's 100% of U.S. government debt,
Yeah.
the 100% of it has to be bought by someone, and a percentage assessed to each of them, right? So like there's a tiny number of people who are literally holding interest bearing instruments, bearer bonds from the 1970s right now. A very like tiny imperceptible, and they're making like 17% still right now on their money because they haven't redeemed them from, you know. But here's the thing, it's not what is the name of it? It's not compounding. If they got, let's say that they bought $1,000 of government debt in 1970 and it was 17%. It's not 17% on 1,000 and then 1,170 and then 1,000, right? It's just $1,000, and when they redeem it, it's going to be $1,000 plus 17% per year, all the years that they didn't redeem it.
Mm-hmm.
Not compounding, because the
Right.
compounding would kill like they would have more money than Elon Musk right now. Okay, so so who can buy government debt? Anybody can buy it, but who does buy it? Hedge funds buy it as just like a safe backstop against whatever else crazy crap they're doing. Banks buy it as a safe backstop against whatever else they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
People individually through CDs and things like that. I'm not an expert. This isn't financial advice. It's just me thinking through what is possible. Other governments buy it by having a trade imbalance with us. So like if China sends us if China sends us more goods than we send them, the difference is made up in government debt from our government, right? So like there's a trade imbalance, which is why we get ticked when they manipulate their currency, because they make money on transactions that, like when we go buy screwdrivers at Harbor Freight, the government is subsidizing that effectively when there's a trade imbalance. Companies, individuals, banks, so everybody can buy it. And here's the one that's irritating. You know, the concept of quantitative easing and quantitative tightening is the Federal Reserve buying government debt. The Federal Reserve issuing and buying government debt, which means some of it is imaginary. Some of the buying of government debt is not really anyone saying, I vote yes to 5% interest on my money. It's just the Federal Reserve saying, nobody's buying at this percentage rate, we're going to buy. And we're going to imaginary fund our own debt, but we're going to keep it over on this other part of the balance sheet.
Yeah, so they open the book that is in that desk over there and buy with that checkbook and mark it down in this ledger over that they keep in the desk over in the other room.
Right. So there's interest paid on all of it, but that's the buyer that's like, that's the buyer that irritates everybody around the globe, because they're
more
like
an IOU than buying debt.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they're all IOUs in effect, but the person issuing the debt turning around and buying the debt seems like a seems like a confidence, not a confidence boost, a confidence destroyer in the
Like, whew,
long
we
term.
got that debt off our books.
Man, I'm sure glad there was a buyer for that at 5%. Wait a minute. Is that
I'll start doing that for myself.
so? This is so effectively, your question is exactly why the government likes the idea of crypto US dollars, is because there are other countries that are backing out of buying US debt, and the Federal Reserve can only do so much like imaginary manipulation to the debt without people going, wait a minute, are we just going to do this indefinitely? Because like when they talk about government printing money, the government can't just print money. They have to print it and they have to have a buyer for the debt. Somebody has to go, yes, I will give you my cash that I made on transactions at an interest rate so you can print more money. Until the Federal Reserve starts buying it itself. Then it's just flat out 100% manipulation. And so cryptocurrencies allow people with tons of money, quote unquote money, in cryptocurrencies to turn around and put some of their money in government debt. I don't know. Did that all make sense?
No, but
Did
yeah.
that
Mostly.
mostly?
I mean, is it supposed to make sense? Are you saying does it make sense, or do we understand essentially?
Like, do you understand what I'm saying in that? Why they
Yeah.
like it?
Yes,
Like that's
Yeah.
I was like, your money's
I think
already
that
digital.
understanding and
when you-
making sense are kind of two different things a lot of times when it comes to the government.
Well, they built a deck of cards. They don't want it to collapse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as the housing market. Like, why would the government do some of the things they do with the housing market? Well, because the value, that the quote unquote wealth that we have is largely wrapped up in our real estate. And if your neighbor's house sells for half as much, your house is worth half as much. They don't want it to collapse because, like, if your house was, what was your house? 350, 450, 550, Jim?
425.
So your house is 425. If your neighbor sells, if let's say two of your neighbors sell for 300, they lost 150 per house in the entire neighborhood, not just those two individuals.
What if
But
one of my
everybody.
neighbor's houses just recently sold for 585?
It pushes everybody's values
good.
up and everybody's quote unquote more wealthy. Yeah.
Because that
So
just happened.
if your house was exactly the same, then your house jumped by $100,000.
It's not exact,
Or-
but it's very similar in size. But I would argue mine's a little better than that one, but I don't know.
You just got $100,000, Jimmy. When he sold for that price, you on paper got $100,000.
Yeah,
I would argue that here in a few years, there's no doubt yours is going to be better.
well, yeah,
It might,
Yeah.
it
for
might,
more than one reason.
it might be gone.
His might.
The neighbors, might.
What happened?
They're careless with the burn barrel over there.
No offense, but when you pay too much for a house, it is prudent to be careless with the burn barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's strategic.
I've
How
heard
big
about
is
it.
your house? How big is your house, Jim?
It's 3,500.
3,500 square feet.
That's including the finished portion of the basement.
Okay, 3,500. And you paid what?
425.
That's actually not bad for what it would cost to build that much footage right now, brand new.
Yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal on it.
I think you got a good deal on it. Yeah.
It's 4
And
bedrooms,
3 acres.
4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, potentially 5 bedrooms if you put a door on the office.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's a good size house,
Mhm.
and build cost is way more than that right now.
I haven't
This
ever
is
run the numbers on it.
this is one of the things, like, okay, I'm building a house right now. I have the land, and I don't know how to calculate I really don't know how to calculate what a house would cost to build based on mine, because when you put a 1,300-foot deck on a house that's covered,
You're right.
and you put a 2,000-foot garage on the back of it, it's really like, what is there like it?
Right.
It
You know?
messes
Yeah,
with the numbers.
It messes
it's
with
hard
the
to find a
numbers
comparable for
dramatically.
sure. And
It's very hard to find a
the
comparable.
square footage price is 0 on paper for that
Right.
deck.
The deck is zero value. The garage is basically zero value
Right.
on paper.
On paper, yeah.
Until you go, okay, even if this house only had a 500-foot deck, and even if it only had a 500-foot garage, what would it be worth? And then you kind of extrapolate out from there. But like, everybody's talking about how housing is unaffordable, housing prices have to come down, and they go on and on and on. But as someone who's been in building for the entire time since the crash of 2008, I'm like, houses are only just now worth building again. From a builder's perspective, you're only just now getting into the point where you're like, oh yeah, I could make money going out and building a spec house for people. Like, for all of that time, I don't know what motivated anybody to build houses. And that's why the people who built houses were these massive companies that were like, well, we can afford to build 100,000 house, 500 houses or 1,000 houses throughout the country, and we can make pretty tight margins on them. And then, like, when you can make tight margins and the values start going up, all of a sudden you're making really good margins. Well, all the small builders out there are like, no, not doing it. No, I'm not getting back into it. And now, what, 12, 15 years later, all those guys are like retired, and they're not in the game anymore. They're just like sitting. I mean, my uncle's passed away, and he was sitting on a whole subdivision he could have
Really?
built. It was all plotted, everything. He just
Dang.
died. And his offspring are all like, I don't know, do we want to be builders? Like, not really. We got a whole bunch of money from him. You know?
You're like,
Like, don't you have
I got an idea. How about then you finance it and I'll be the builder?
Literally, like, I'll develop it and build it.
You
You're
should.
like, we could just sell it to somebody for $10 million and
Mhm.
they'll do it, and we don't have to do anything.
And
like
then we'll
the
have more
extra
money.
the extra million or 2 million they'd make on that doesn't mean anything to them.
No,
Like,
yeah.
they got oil property, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you've got a friend like that's kind of like that. His dad's just like, meh, I don't want to keep building. Right? Dars?
Me?
Yeah. Isn't some
Uh,
friend of yours, his dad, just like, I don't want to go back into it or something?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of who you're talking about.
I thought you said.
Oh, you're talking about JD and his dad. Yeah.
Yeah, his dad's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need the money. I don't want to do it.
Uh-huh.
And they have,
But he's like,
they have a half finished addition subdivision.
Yeah.
And they built
Right.
two homes on it in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Yep.
it'd be a great time to build it, but he's probably old and just tired and like, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. I think right now he's just like, I like having the land.
Hmm. I think the other side of it, not to keep ragging on building, but like a lot of people are like, housing is unaffordable, but whenever you go lay a print in front of them and you're like, what do you think about building a house like this? They're like, it's just not fancy enough.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, like you can build affordable houses still. They just
What-
need to they need to be certain shapes and they need to be certain sizes and they need to like, but no, you don't want to do that. You want to build $1 million house for 2010 prices, which are Depression era prices in building. I can't get the materials for that price.
What do you think a normal like spec house would be per square foot these days?
So if you just consider that I spent just on materials, I built a 88 by, so footprint, let's just pretend like the footprint is the house. I built a 3,168 foot footprint minus the deck, not the deck. What did I just say?
3,100.
3,100. So I got the materials and some of the labor, not much, for like $90 a foot. So let's assume that it's double that if you paid people to do the work. Just use that as it's 177. Let's say it's 175 a foot and you were building 1,500 foot houses. 1,550 foot houses would cost you to build 271.
And that's at
You could.
that
Go
might
on.
be cheap. That might be too cheap.
Well, cost, like as a
Yeah.
builder, it would cost
Right.
you that. And if you add the land and you add the, don't assume that that includes land, and
Right.
just assume that it gets you the house built, and you add whatever your build lot price is, 50 to 150,000.
Yeah.
I'd say that your cost on a 1,500 foot house with a 2-car garage or 3-car garage is probably, it's probably 350, 360.
I'm gonna look.
Cost.
Right here in Kearney, there's a brand new development happening. And they're more than a 1,500 foot house. They're 2,200.
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody wants to build a 1,500 foot house.
Right.
No.
2,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, brand new, right here in Kearney. 450,000.
Okay, so total all in 450 for what?
2,200.
2,200.
2,200. And how are they getting the 2,200? Is that first floor, main living, or is it 2-story?
It looks
all
like
these
two.
things
It's
matter.
a 2-story, 3-car garage.
So a 2-story is much cheaper to build than a 1-story.
Let me
Just-
find a ranch
just-
then.
Like immediately, as soon as you do 2 stories,
Here we go.
you have to
Here's
put concrete on
a-
the basement.
Here's a ranch style home, 2,300 square feet, so it's 100 feet bigger. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, so same bedrooms, bathrooms. 500,000.
Divided by what was the square footage?
23.
On a. Okay, so that
Same
one
neighborhood.
came in at That one came in at 217, but it has the potential to finish a bunch of square footage in the basement,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So $217,000. Okay. So equals 217 divided by, minus. So they probably built it for 152 with the land. And then they have a builder's markup that where they actually make money. So they probably
one
built it
that-
for 150,000.
Here's the same house with a
150
finished
upward.
basement.
Okay.
Same house, finished basement, 3,800 square feet is
Yeah.
what they're saying it is. 700,000.
Yeah.
Right here in Kearney.
And they don't look like much, do they? To you, do they look like, they just look like a
Pretty normal
you
looking
know,
home.
pretty normal looking house.
I mean, that's $700,000.
So I have a friend who wanted me to run the numbers. I spent probably 45 or 50 hours running all the numbers, getting all the estimates. And his house was going to cost 850,000 to build. And he was hoping to spend like 650,000. And I was like, dude, at 850, I don't know if this house can get built at 850 with, they already had the land, but that would include everything else. And I guarantee that house, if I built it for 850, would have been worth over $1 million the second he moved in, for sure.
Darcy, don't you, some of your neighbors, aren't they asking like $2 million or something crazy?
Man, it seems like there's something.
Wasn't there one like
You're talking in your
1.9 or
subdivision
something?
around you?
The subdivision that's just right next to me.
See if it's still
2
out there.
million?
Something like that. I don't
gotta go
see
get
it on the
I'm trying to
Zillow.
think.
There's
What'd you
one
say,
that's
Dan?
1 million.
Yeah. That house that's listed for $1 million. I don't know. I think isn't that house like, isn't that kind of an outrageous price?
It's like
Like if you look at that house compared to any other house over there that's selling for like 600 or 700,
Okay, let's see here.
it's not much different.
There are looks like 3 homes for sale in that area. One of them is 698, one of them is 618, and one of them is 975.
Yeah.
They all seem pretty similar looking.
Yeah, I don't know what makes the one $1 million house and the other one a $600,000 house.
Says so. The $1 million one says 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4,500 square feet. The $700,000 house is a 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,800 square feet.
Okay. So it's just size.
It's bigger, yeah,
Yeah.
by about 1,000 square feet.
Sidetrack.
Okay.
Jimmy,
Yo,
when I was over at your house,
uh-oh.
New Year's Eve, and I pulled out those little cigars. Did I tell you where I got those things?
Uh-uh.
Man, I cannot remember where I got them. I went to try to buy some the other day I thought maybe I'd stopped at Total Wine.
Uh-huh.
And so I went and I stopped in there and they didn't have anything like it. I was like, well, apparently I bought them somewhere else, but I cannot remember where.
I mean, there aren't many places that sell that kind of thing. Bubbles?
There aren't many places that I go to buy cigars. I usually go to either Outlaw, which I don't think I've been there in a while, although maybe I got them there. I might have got them at Outlaw. I'm going to have to stop in there.
Yeah, you need to get some more of those so I can smoke on them.
And I thought I had another one, but I don't.
Those were pretty great. That's about my style because
Yeah.
I smoke a cigar about once a year, and it messes with me a little bit.
So if I had some like third size cigars, you might do it like twice a year.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
Oh
Yeah, those are
man.
good. Those are fun.
This one is not that. It's nice and fat.
Let's see, last year I probably smoked 3 cigars, one at the golf tournament, one at the deer camp,
Yep.
and one in my yard with you. And so all 3 times was with you.
And
Mhm.
so why does it mess you up?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not used to it, I guess. I don't know.
Do you mean like you feel like you feel it in your body, or you don't
Well,
like the taste of it,
yeah,
or
I think it's just the taste more than anything. It just sticks with
yeah.
me for a long time.
Probably sticks in your beard for a long
Sticks in
time.
my beard for a long time.
For
Yeah, I don't know
sure.
that it messes with me. Like, it's not like getting me high or anything, but it's like you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, it's still there. But that
Dan.
little
Oh
guy is
yeah, the little. It's just right for just a nice occasion like that.
Mhm.
All right, Dan. I remembered why I called you. When you called me back, and I couldn't remember why I called you.
Okay.
All right, I was driving north on 435, way out on the west side, and there's these motorcycles up ahead of me, which is a pretty nice day today. So it's not. I didn't find it odd to see motorcycles up ahead of me, but I just caught right up to them. It's 3 of them, and they're doing, I don't know, like 63 miles an hour on 435, which is 70-mile-an-hour speed limit there.
Mhm.
And so I'm like coming up on them pretty quick, and I'm like, I can tell 2 of them were lagging back, and I can tell, like, I'm like, I think that these guys aren't like much for riders. And here's what you could see is we were going around a curve, and I think that watching a rider take a curve is pretty telling on their like riding abilities, because if you got a person that's like kind of doing this, they seem unsteady, they're not good at the lean, they're not good at calculating the curve. So that's what it looked like to me, is these guys are just, for whatever reason, got out on 435, but they're not accomplished riders. Then I get up to them, and the one in the back is like kind of just a cruiser style. I'm guessing it was a Kawasaki because he was wearing a Kawasaki jacket. Then the guy in front of him was driving like a Ninja, and he was decked out with cameras. Like, he had the long camera on a selfie stick sticking out behind him, but the camera is just straight. Like, the selfie stick is like kind of tucked into the seat and going out behind him. So that camera had to have just been getting like his tire or the sky, or like the road behind his tire or the sky. And then he had camera on his helmet and stuff, and I'm like, well, what's up with these guys? And then the third one that was out in front was riding a Grom, so he's got that thing wrapped out in like 63 miles an
Like those
hour.
little 50cc.
Dude,
Little
they
things.
have like 10-inch wheels. You know what I'm talking about? The Honda Grom. I think they're
Yeah,
like
they're like a fun drive around town
they're
kind
not
of.
50s. They're like I think they're like 125s or 175s or something like that. I don't even know. But it just made me laugh. I'm like, what are these guys doing on the interstate? I
They're just out enjoying the day.
guess so.
They 124 cc's.
Okay.
Dang.
They're like something you'd rent to drive around downtown Kansas City for an afternoon,
Mm-mm,
right?
mm-mm.
No,
You put me on a Grom, and it's gonna look like it's like a I should be riding in a parade. Like I'm gonna need
you
the
should have
fez.
your top hat
Yes,
and the little tassel and everything.
yes. They're
Oh,
little.
Yeah.
so they were maxed out at 63 miles an hour.
Oh, for sure. That thing is. I mean, I don't even know. They might be two cylinders, but I mean, I know
They're a 4-stroke,
my little
single cylinder 4-stroke.
Dang.
a four stroke. Yeah, but
Air cooled single cylinder 4-stroke engine.
air cooled what?
It says
Four-stroke
that
single
AI says that they
cylinder.
are a 124C or 124 cc air cooled single cylinder 4-stroke engine.
Yeah.
Dang.
my little bike that I haven't ran in years. It's a 500cc, and that thing maxes out at like 82 or something like that, 83 miles an hour. Because it's a single cylinder.
Like
So
it has a governor or it maxes out with you on it.
no,
What
so
do you mean?
here's the thing. When you have a single cylinder, you have a top, like it can't spin any faster at some point. Like you
Yeah.
cannot the combustion can't keep up with the piston. You know what I'm saying? So like that thing,
Yeah.
my bike, when you wrap it all the way out and you are on a flat or going downhill and you can hit 82 miles an hour or whatever it is, it's like and it's just trying to like keep up. And that's got to be what those dudes were doing. Just at least that little Grom for sure. Although he was the one out in the front of the pack. Pretty funny. Yeah.
I'll tell you this
Big time.
one thing about the camera. The cameras now that people use for that type of stuff are 360-degree cameras.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking 2 shots, they're stitching them together, and then the
Right.
person picks what they want out of the shot.
Uh-huh.
And so they don't really care what direction the camera's pointed per se anymore,
Yeah, but like let's say,
which might be why it was sitting like this.
yeah, but you would think you would still want it to be, like the selfie stick's coming out here. You would think you would still want your camera to be like essentially this, not this.
Want it to be, maybe, yeah. But
Anyway, it just
not that
struck me.
important anymore.
Kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Also, it made me think, man.
So they wanted to have video of their own deaths because they were all first-time riders or something.
They're all driving too small of bikes out on the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fun. Anyway, made me want to get my bike running again. But I got other things.
You got to get that truck running first.
I kind of forgot that you still had it.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I do. I drag it around every now and again, get it out of the way. What's that?
How's that truck coming along?
Well, I got the other front door all all put back together, the passenger side. So it's got new handle, same deal, man. I pulled it apart and it was all the handle, not the latch. Latch and cables were totally fine on that front door. So it was fairly simple. I still have to pull the back door apart, and that I have to do all the like cables and latches. But it's not bad. So I'll probably do that. I don't know when. Saturday, probably Saturday.
Nice.
Fix that other one, and then I think my next thing, I got to get new tires, at least on the back of it. Front ones are okay. The back ones, one of them goes flat in about a day and a half, and the other one, the tread is like, it's real wonky. Like it was, I think I had it on the front at some point, and it was out of alignment, and it kind of ate the tread up a little bit weird. Then I got it aligned or something, put it on the back. So I don't remember what I did, but the treads are goofy on the back driver side. So I'm gonna go get some
What
new
was the
tires.
actual reason it got retired?
I bought a different truck, a nicer truck, and just started
Kinda like the
driving.
Tundra. Just kind of got put in the field for a while, and
Yep. Now
I thought you were
my
saying the front
nicer
wheel bearings
truck
were
is
starting to go out though.
on the red one. No, I redid those.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Okay.
Or wait. Yeah, I redid the front. I'm trying to think. Man, I can't remember if that was on the white truck or the red truck that I redid the front bearings.
You're hoping you don't put this one back in service and have to do the wheel bearings immediately?
So it's not that big a deal. Like whenever I did it, whatever truck I did it on. Man. Whatever truck I did it on, I just bought the whole assembly. And it was like, it seems like it was less than $200 a side. Just for the whole brand new whole hub assembly. And so then you just unbolt it from, I think that was on the red truck. I think I redid both sides on the front of the red truck. And then ended up buying that white one and just started driving it.
So the saga with your dually is done.
What's that?
The saga with your dually is done.
It continues.
It still ended up. Oh, does it?
Man,
might you get it back? Might you buy it back?
Obviously, our reach is like 0, but I sure wish that we had a big fan base and I could just tell everyone that USAA is the worst. And obviously, I think every insurance company. So one of the things that I found in my just digging around on USAA is they've got multiple lawsuits against them, one of which is consistently undervaluing vehicles. So initially I'm like, of course, they're the worst. Of course they're going to undervalue vehicles. Well, then I talked to my insurance guy and he's like, oh yeah, we use the same company to value vehicles. I'm like, oh, you guys are the worst too. And And then I was like, you know what? I wonder if there are any insurance companies out there that don't have a bunch of lawsuits against them. And so I just started Googling like American Family lawsuit. Sure enough, there's, 4 or 5 of them come up listed that are pending or that are, whatever. Look up Farmers. Sure enough, yep, same thing. They've got this and that. Look up every single insurance company has got people aggravated at them, and they're thinking that the insurance company is doing them dirty. Well, so that it is what it is on that. However, what I can say about USAA is their customer service. Well, and I guess I'm not a customer, but their service stinks. Like their communication is horrible. I talked to somebody on December uh December 30th. And at that point she told me, okay, well, um it'll probably take 2 to 3 days before I get this information back so that I can, let you know the next thing. And I haven't heard anything from them.
Dang.
That's 2 weeks ago.
That's dumb.
And Anna's like, have you called them? I told her the other day, I was like, at this point, I kind of just want to see how far it goes. Like, how long am I going to? Yeah, because here's the thing. I'm not hurting for money. I can wait them out. It's not hurting me. We already bought another car,
Right.
and I'm dealing with things in my own way. I'm gonna get the red truck running, and I'm excited about that.
Right.
And then but I told her, I'm like, I kind of want to see how long it'll go, and I'm really hoping that the body shop that my truck is sitting at is gonna charge them storage.
Like $5,000 storage fee.
I hope so.
Yeah. Do you know where the body shop is?
Yeah, I took it there.
Do you know if the truck
Yeah, it's in Pleasant Valley.
Do you know, is it still there though?
I am not certain, but I think it is because the last time that it got hauled off by the salvage company, it was on their website immediately as coming soon vehicle, because it's an auction salvage auction site. I think, did I show you the truck on their site?
You did,
I can't
yeah.
remember. So it was on the site pretty much immediately. And I got on that website last night and typed the VIN in, and it doesn't come up. Which, that's how I found it before, is I put the VIN in to their website, and my truck came up.
They've taken it down, and so it's likely still at the body shop.
Right. Yeah. But I haven't heard from the body shop either. So I don't know.
Dumb.
But here's the thing. There's a chance that it's back in estimation, because what we were waiting on was them to consider more comps that I sent and raise the value of the truck. So there's a chance that my research and sending of the listings caused them to once again increase their valuation of my truck.
Yep.
And then that could mean that the body shop is back to estimating the cost of damages. And so USAA not letting me know about that keeps them from having to give me back into a rental. like just kind of letting that fly under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think they're not good.
When they took your rental away, I assumed that they had given you a settlement.
Well, so technically there's an offer, and I could, had I not already sent a bunch more comps, I could have said, okay, I'm fine with your offer. But I didn't. I said, no, you're offering me the low end on these vehicles, and my truck wasn't the low end of vehicles. My truck was on the higher end. So you're not right. You're not on.
You're like, it was a high-end model, and it was real nice. Like,
Yeah. That I said in I've said in multiple emails, I don't understand how you're valuing mine at the bottom of the bottom of the spectrum when it was an above average truck. It's not your average truck.
That's right.
They don't even know who they're dealing with.
That's right.
This is not your average guy.
no.
They do
So
not
they have
watch
an
this
offer,
podcast.
but they haven't come to an agreement.
So yeah, no. Well,
And
I don't
they
know.
can
They
still
just
take
haven't
your
even
car.
contacted me. It's been 2 weeks, and she said 2 to 3 days probably. Which she was, I
You need
think,
to
trying to
start name
cover herself
dropping.
because, huh? Start naming people's
You need to
names.
start name dropping. Yeah. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I know? You don't want this kind of heat.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish. Anyway.
Tell him you know Gronk.
I've thought about calling him.
Mm-hmm.
What's the football player that you like did the extermination of the raccoons for? Drop his name.
Oh yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
get you somewhere.
Yeah, you guys have Gronk on there. He's like, how about L'Jarius Sneed?
What about L'Jarius Sneed? I
I
removed raccoons
don't
from his
actually know
chimney,
him,
bro.
but I was in his yard once.
And you can look on YouTube. I'm on there talking about it. At a Chiefs game.
Yeah, do that. That'll get you
Oh
somewhere.
man. Yeah, probably. Oh man, what you eating, Dan?
Protein cereal.
Mm,
Very, very crunchy.
it's very crunchy.
Oh man. You ever bought cereal that's specifically like protein cereal?
No.
It's like
Uh,
hard as a rock.
I think the only cereal that I've ever specifically bought, I think I've bought 3 cereals ever.
Ever?
Like went to buy cereal and bought cereal. Now, we've had cereal in our house, but what I actually go and buy, have gone and bought, are either Corn Pops. I really like those. Golden Grams. I also really like those. Or what would the third one be? Maybe only 2. Corn Pops, Golden Grams.
Cheerios.
I'm okay with Cheerios, but I doubt that I've ever just like if I was like, ooh, I feel like eating some cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy it so that we have it. I don't think I've ever bought Cheerios. We've had them in our house. Anna has bought them for sure, but not very often because I don't think the girls care for them. Like the girls want, they want Lucky Charms or something with marshmallows or chocolate in it. Like they like those. They used to want those. What are those ones that look like a little bitty chocolate chip cookie?
Oh,
I think they used to really like those.
what were those called?
They like the other ones that they like are uh I think they like Cocoa Krispies maybe. The
Is
Lucky
Cocoa Krispies the
Charms.
one with the vampire?
I think so. Not the
That's the
Aldi
cookie
ones
ones.
though.
Oh yeah.
The cookie ones.
Yeah, those are the Cocoa Krispies.
Count
aren't they?
Chocula.
Count
Count
Chocula.
Chocula. The one that I have bought many times is the Reese's Puffs because that's what we get every
I
year
know it.
to go to deer camp.
The Reese's Puffs. My kids like
They used
that.
to be like a Captain Crunch. They used to be like a peanut butter Reese's Captain Crunch, and then they just made their own, Reese's Puffs.
You know what?
Man.
I probably a long time ago.
I
I
bought those
probably
once a
have
year.
bought Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I think I liked that back in the day. But yeah, man, I think it's basically just those two, Golden Grams or Corn Pops. It
I
seems
used
like
to
there's
like,
another one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
My kids like that. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had it. Like when I was a kid, that's what I liked.
Yeah,
Um,
if one of those two is not in the cabinet, I don't even look at the cereal. I don't care to eat any other cereal really, other than Golden Grams and Corn Pops.
I don't remember the last time I had a bowl of cereal.
Boy, it's been a long time.
I just did.
I saw you do that. Yeah.
But it was
But-
protein
Once in a
cereal.
while,
so
if I
that-
stay at one of
does that even
those
count?
like those hotels, that may have been the last time I had.
Oh,
Did I eat a bowl
The
of
old-
cereal at that hotel? One of those hotels we stayed at?
continental breakfast.
I bet I did.
The Continental.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't mind if I do.
Hotels that we stayed at.
You and me, we stayed at two different hotels
when
when
we-
we got back from LA.
When we stopped, did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I think
did.
you were. Did you?
I think so.
I thought you guys just drank
Yeah,
C4
I think one
and
of them
drove all
didn't
the way
have
through.
bananas.
Yeah.
I think one of them didn't have bananas.
Yeah. They had those little tiny
See, I do.
like circle bowl things that you peel the top off and then pour the milk in.
Yep, I remember now. I'm a waffles all the way when you go to the continental breakfast at the
Yeah.
hotel. I got to do a waffle.
Those are always fun. I usually don't do them, but they're fun.
The flip where you pour it in and you flip it over upside down.
Yep.
That deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's the batter mix just everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people are not good at that thing.
No.
But that's all right. Man,
But
I
they're
kind of want to
tasty.
go run over to Price Chopper and get myself some corn pops now. It's probably closed.
Yeah, they might be.
Dude,
It's 11 o'clock.
you remember back when stuff was open 24 hours?
Yeah,
Like
that was
a
back
lot
in
of things were open 24 hours.
2019.
Yeah. Dude, I remember the first time I went to Walmart at like
And it was closed.
10:45, and they're already like telling people to get to the cash register because they're going to close. I was like, what? This place doesn't
You
close.
guys closed?
COVID,
Yeah.
man, it messed some stuff up.
Yep. Yep.
I think a lot of Walmarts, I think a fair number of Walmarts are still open 24 hours, aren't they?
I don't even know.
Are
Or are
24
they all
hours?
closed? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think some of them
The
still
Liberty
are.
one is not 24 hours.
Who was someone?
I think
was
the
just
Laramie,
recent-
Wyoming one is still open 24 hours.
Who was it telling me that Whataburger is open 24 hours?
That was me.
I don't know, but I heard. Yeah, that was Dan.
My kids told me it was open 24
I
hours.
still haven't tried it out at 2:00 in the morning, but
I haven't been out at 2 o'clock in the morning except working on my house.
They don't have corn pops, so I don't care.
Don't matter. Yeah.
I'm gonna look the one up in Liberty and see if its hours are posted.
I wonder if Quick Trip has corn pops.
Are they open 24? I don't know if they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, Quick Trip is. Whataburger.
I know they closed the
24
kitchen.
hours.
Boom.
Now,
Boom. Bada
what
bing.
Whataburger does have that I like is they got some good shakes.
Oh, really?
I
don't
think
know if
they
I've
got
had-
they got like a banana shake. I can
So
do
do you
one of
think the
those.
lobby's open 24 hours, or is it just the drive-through?
I don't know.
You want to meet over there in a little while?
Yeah. Why don't you come pick me up?
Hey, this has
Head down.
nothing to do with Whataburger. It has to
Doesn't
do
it?
with my YouTube feed. But have we already talked about the diesel heaters on here
In what application?
at all? Have we talked
No,
about them?
No, not that I
Dude.
remember.
Have you seen these diesel heaters? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
No.
yeah. We talked
So-
about it. You and I have talked about it at least. You're talking about the things that you could like hypothetically you throw it on the little hitch rack on your van and like heat the inside of your
Yeah.
homeless camp or whatever.
Yeah. Or your garage or your shop or whatever. So
Yeah.
they're basically the technology that they're using. These Chinese companies and different things have adopted this technology. So they require a 12-volt power source, which runs an ignition chamber, and the ignition chamber explodes diesel fuel or vegetable oil or anything like that. Now, the technology itself was like where it was largely used or is largely used is that, like, if a semi truck driver with the sleeper cab wants to go sleep overnight and doesn't want to run his truck in the summer or like in the fall, he doesn't need his truck to run for heat, to keep the engine from cooling down. They have these diesel heaters that just go right off of the fuel tank, but instead of running the engine, they just run a heater. So they've taken that technology and they've put it in a cassette that's like this big by like this wide. And they're pretty stinking efficient diesel powered little heaters.
It's like a diesel
Way cheaper to
powered
run diesel
heat
fuel.
only mini split.
Yeah. And it's portable. And it has an exhaust pipe like you would
Mhm.
expect, because it has an ignition chamber, and then it has an in and out air deal. So you can, if you can port the exhaust out, you can put the heater itself inside your camper or whatever. It's not a health hazard to run it, because it's not like a propane heater that's burning the gas in your area you're working in. So, like, you read up on them, you're like, oh, this is a pretty cool, but I bet it's expensive. They're like $100.
Really?
They're like no cost, like they're free. Like,
How
I'm not saying $100 isn't anything, but like, if something's $100 at this point, it's like nothing. What?
how big of a space will the $100 version heat?
2,500 square
Um,
feet.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So apparently, I don't know what the difference between some of them is, but like $109 will get you a 8 kilowatt. I gotta figure out what that is in BTUs, because I think in BTUs most of the time. An 8 kilowatt. Let me GPT it. What is a BTU equivalent of 8 kWh?
You got that auto tracking on, Jimmy?
Yeah, yes, I do. It just does whatever I want it to do.
Okay, here's the deal. An 8 kilowatt is approximately 27,000 BTUs. So if the little buddy is 10,000 BTUs, it's 2.7 times bigger than the little buddy heater.
All right, let's order one.
Dude,
I'm in.
You could heat
Pretty
your house
great.
with that, Dan, or your shop.
I could actually heat my house with it legitimately.
Let's go. All right, how are we going to vent it on that pop-up that's sitting right over there?
Cut a
Can
hole in
we?
the canvas.
What does it have to vent? What's the exhaust? What's the exhaust requirement? Like, do you have to have?
It's got a pipe about this big around.
Yeah, but
It's a slinky style pipe. So you
okay,
would have to probably have like a plate about this big to like get your, like, it would be a metal rib that you would shove that through.
to have clearance. Like, what kind of clearance is the pipe
Yeah.
going to need? Like, if you threw that thing on the floor in there and then ran it through the cabinet and then out the side in front of
Inches.
the slide out.
Probably a few inches of clearance on
Okay.
all sides. Less than
Or
5 inches, I would guess.
could you? Huh. Okay.
138,500 BTUs per gallon of diesel. So if you did 138,000 divided by
Wait, so how much
27,000.
is it putting out immediately?
27,500 per hour.
Huh.
That's the way that's the way BTU ratings run. Is this
Okay.
many, whatever it says your furnace is per hour
I like it.
max.
Okay. I'm in. Let's have one by next hunting season.
Where do you buy such
Dude,
things?
yeah. Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon has
$100?
like 15 different versions of them. Anywhere from 109 to
What are they called?
just called diesel heater to 250, let's say. 287 I see one for. 287 has like all these digital, like all kinds of technology on it.
Yeah, we don't need that.
No, I don't want
We don't
that.
need that. We want we want a knob.
They do have a Wi-Fi
Ooh.
connectivity on a lot of them, even at $100.
All right.
Vivor is the one you can get for like not that much money at all.
Do it. Buy it.
I mean,
I'll go halvesies.
I have. So let's say that with the little buddy, the propane tank you hook up to it goes for 2 nights, right? Max.
What? A 20
Because the
pounder?
whole propane tank, a 20 pounder does not last that long with the little buddy.
Really?
No, that little buddy, I've got a little buddy in that camper right over there right now. And it's the big buddy. So it takes 2 of the 1 pounders and they do not last the whole night. It'll burn through 2 of those 1 pound cylinders in like 7 hours, 6-7 hours.
It might be 12,000 BTUs. It might be 12.
That the
might
big
have
buddy?
A setting for like the big buddy. Mine's a big buddy also. It holds 2. I think it might have a 5, an 8, and a 12,000 BTU.
Okay.
It can take 2, but I hook it up to a 20-pound propane tank.
Right.
And according to this, a 20-pound propane tank should go with that big buddy for, let's see, 91,000 by 91,000 times 4 divided by 12,000. It should run for 30 hours on high, according to. Okay, but here's the thing. A gallon of propane in that format is costing you like $6, because you can get about 4 gallons in a 5-gallon, right? In a 20 pounder, you can get about 4 gallons, and that would be less than half as much diesel fuel.
All right, let's do it.
Which one were you looking at? Which kilowatt?
I was looking at the 8 kilowatt, which says it's 27,000 BTUs.
Do they sell them at Menards? Because I have some Menards gift cards. I just got some Menards gift cards for Christmas.
$79 on Amazon for the orange one.
Vivor?
Yeah.
No, they don't have them. Is it a 5 or an 8?
8.
$79?
It's regular 114. Am I looking at the right thing?
Yeah.
31% discount. Probably. 31% off.
Vivor 8 kilowatt. $99 you said, or what'd you say?
79.
79.
Dude, I'm not seeing
Order that
you
bad
should
boy.
get the $79 one right now. Is it a side or is it a tall? Because I have issues with the talls in that, like, it seems tippy. But I think they do talls because people will literally like make a little slot for them in their RV or whatever and slide them in there.
Oh, I just sent it to you.
Send me the link to that one. I'll see if it comes up on mine as the same.
He did.
Okay, let's see.
All right.
It's the tall. It's a tall.
Takes up less space.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we're coming up on 90 minutes. Any last any last minute comments?
Nope.
No.
Viva la Republic.
That's right.
Vivor.
Vivor
la Republic. See.
All right. Well,
yeah.
It's been a good show.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for nothing, nobody. That's okay. Someday you guys all find
There
this.
were 2 viewers.
There were.
Yeah.
That's because you and Jimmy both had
2 watching.
YouTube open.
Mine, no, I didn't
Oh
open mine.
shoot! I had
Wasn't me.
mine open.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
thanks, whoever you were, for tuning in for however long you tuned in. I did not see that it said that we had any viewers. I was watching for comments and didn't see any. Oh yeah, 2
All right.
watching now. Hey,
I'm one of
thanks
them.
guys.
FYI.
Huh? You're one of them?
Thanks, guy.
You and Trevor?
No,
I
I just
yeah,
don't-
mine,
Come on now.
mine's not being on.
All right. Well, whoever
Not your
the
guys.
other one of you are, we appreciate you. And
Yeah,
if
we
you
do.
ever want to just
For sure.
comment, we'll answer. And if you want to, you say, hey, just get in the comments and be like, hey, I also am not your average guy. I think I would be an asset to this podcast. We'll have
Okay.
you on.
And you might get invited.
We like special guests.
You should put
We've had
the
some.
link to this video chat on the YouTube chat to see if anyone clicks on it.
Just put it in there and
Can you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Try.
All
Try
right.
it.
Hey, comment if you
All
would
right.
do it. All right. Whoever it is, although it's probably Trevor and he
Whoever
has
you are. And here.
but anyway, we appreciate you and hopefully we're not too much of a waste of time. Although
Well,
it's I feel like you're probably a
could have
better
worked for
person for
another
watching
hour
our
tonight.
podcast. Nah, come on, Dan. You got to have some enjoyment in your life.
I enjoy working.
All right.
All right. Have a
We'll
good one,
catch you
guys.